Nard, nigga. We them boys, nigga, stamp it. Down here in the south, you can't go round without that cannon. Don't got time to do no planning. Pull up in that hot car with them speakers steady jamming. Got the chrome all on my rims, my nigga. We the ones that's branded. Cruising double S, I got a 4-5 in my hand. Grew up sliding through that dirt, was not raised by that sand. I'm a country made nigga, you know I don't give a damn. To them niggas talking tough, I'ma pull up where you stand. We them boys, nigga, stamp it. Down here in the south, you can't go round without that cannon. Don't got time to do no planning. Pull up in that hot car with them speakers steady jamming. Got the chrome all on my rims, my nigga. We the ones that's branded. Cruising double S, I got a 4-5 in my hand. Grew up sliding through that dirt, was not raised by that sand. I'm a country made nigga, you know I don't give a damn. To them niggas talking tough, I'ma pull up where you stand, yeah. South made nigga, you know I'm legit. Got that gold on my wrist, every corner know we lit. Big body swinging.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys when to run cover 6 versus when to run cover 9 defense. These defenses are really good in the game if you know how to use them, if you know how they work. So I will show you all the principles, what to do against certain coverages, certain offenses that you may come across in cover 6 and cover 9. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all boys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content so far, and also leave a comment down below if you have any comments, questions, concerns. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. So defensively, the first thing you want to do is that, well, offensively first, we're gonna come out in trips tight end. So trips tight end, we're just gonna pick like a verticals play, something just with verticals in it, at least so we can kind of see how the cover 6 guards it. So when someone comes out in cover 6, someone comes out in trips, can't really talk right now, but if someone comes out in trips tight end, the defense you want to call is cover 6. But before we call it, I want to go over some coach adjustments you can do to make this defense even better. So one thing you want to do is turn your defensive motion response on disabled, and then the next thing you want to do is go to your safety depth, put this on close, and your safety width on pinch, just like that. A very easy setup, nothing too crazy. So I'm trying to help you guys go into when the new Madden comes out, because I know this is part of the year where people are just going to start trying to play the game just for the next Madden, just so they can learn knowledge, things like that. So you can use this knowledge even going into next Madden as well. So let's go ahead and call out cover 6. Now, first things first, you automatically see that the cover 4 side is going to be guarding the trip side. That's how you know you're in the right defense. That is step number 1 for y'all. But I'm going to go over each individual zone and their role as they play in this trip. So let's start off. Let's go left from right. So you see Tariq Woolen over here on the left side. He's literally sitting over there by himself, but he's sitting in a press technique. When he's sitting in this press technique, if Brandon Marshall, number 15, that outside receiver, decides he wants to run a streak, Woolen will get beat on that streak 9 times out of 10, and it could be an easy touchdown. So the first adjustment you automatically want to do is you want to press triangle or Y, and then you want to press A or X, and then now you want to press square or square X, and then all you want to do is flick the right stick up to back that DB up just like that. So now he's going to play way better coverage, so now you're not giving up the deep ball every single time. So that is going to be the role of him. So Woolen will play man-to-man on Brandon Marshall no matter what. Now, the quarter flat. Now, this quarter flat right here, since this is trips, now when you're calling trips, this cover 4 side becomes cover 4 palms. There's 2 different cover 4 calls. You can do cover 4 quarters and palms. Those are 2 match coverage principles that you should know about. But when you're out here in trips, you typically gonna get cover 4 palms as the way. So what this is basically, now we're gonna move on to Revis. Now Revis is going to play Rashid Shaheed man to man, basically man to man. Wherever he goes, he's pretty much going here, and that's pretty much it there. Now, this third receiver hook, known as the third rec hook, whatever you want to call it, he is going to be guarding Harold Carmichael, this guy right here, literally number 17. So wherever he goes, he's going to guard it, and then that's pretty much it. So this whole side is pretty much man-to-man. Now, this deep fourth safety that's back here, he's usually back here for safety help. Anything that does come deep, he will, back up and play potential pretty much play the verticals and things like that. He'll do a really good job back there by himself. You really don't have to worry about that. Now the vertical hook. It really depends. There's two different things you can do with this vertical hook. Now, the reason why this is such a great defense is because of this cover 2 side being so strong the way it is. So if the tight end runs a drag, which he does run a drag in this play, the vertical hook will literally run with this across the field, literally. So now that you're seeing that, now you see the running back kind of flood off here into this spot right here. Now the running back will run out here, which means the soft squat is responsible for the running back, and that's usually how it's gonna go. Now, sometimes in certain scenarios that you'll see the soft squat kind of pick up on the tight end, then the vertical hook will kind of run out here to go get the running back. You definitely don't want that. So to prevent that, or what you could do, because that happens sometimes when you do run match. So to prevent that, all you want to do is literally just man up. You can man up the vertical hook on the tight end just like this. And there's another reason why you want to man up this tight end, just in case if the tight end runs a vertical, because you do have this deep half safety that's sitting back here just in case for safety help. So he's pretty much sitting back here just in case if guys want to run across the field, anything like that, then you can switch stick to it. Like if Harold Carmichael runs a post, this deep half will really do a good job of playing it, going across the middle of the field, and you can potentially switch stick this for an easy interception. So back to what I was saying with the tight end. So if the tight end runs a vertical, that now that Cam Newton is going to run with this, literally, he's going to run with it step for step, no matter what. If he runs a drag, he's going to run with the step for step, and then the soft squat would just get the running back. Then you have this deep half safety back here just chilling, pretty much just back here. You can potentially use this guy, maybe bring him in down here if you want to, try to get some extra pressure and things like that. And just to kind of make it look like you're trying to blitz, then you can just fold back in the coverage, run back here and guard whatever across the middle and switch stick. So that's a great thing you can do. So we're going to hike the ball, and I just want y'all to really pay attention to look, just so y'all can see. And as y'all see right there, really, really good defense. Really, really good defense there. But you see over here on the left side that you see, so we're going to go from right to left. We're going to go left from right, So you see right here, he runs the vertical. Like I said, he's going to run this. Boom. You see Woolen go over here, guard this 1v1 just like that. Same thing with Shaheed. Now, the only thing about the quarter flat, yeah, he doesn't turn his hips until he's like almost right there. And that's really a bad thing to do. So I'm going to show you a way to fix this as well. So I just want to give y'all a representation of everything, how it works. And then same thing here. You notice that he was guarding this at first, then he passes it off to this guy right here. And then boom, you have this deep half guy just pretty much floating around the field. And then you have the vertical hook, which the guy that we did man up earlier, he just runs with the tight end, does a really, really solid job, can get there, play really good defense. And then same thing with the soft squat. He sits out here, he's going to guard the running back just like that. It's very, very simple. So if you don't like that concept the way I did it, there's multiple different things you can do to make this defense just that much better. So we're trying to motion. I don't know why he motioned away over there. All right, so first things first, we're obviously gonna man up, and then we're gonna back our cornerback just like we did in the previous step. Now, so if you don't like that switch, and if you don't like the way Rashid Shaheed beat Revis right there, there's two things you can do. You can either man up. You can man up Harold Carmichael on you can man up Ed Too Jones or the third receiver hook on this third receiver right here, so that way he plays with him the entire way. And then that way, this safety becomes a free safety back here. He's just gonna float back here and pretty much guard everything. You don't really have to worry about too much of anything. So we're just gonna hike the ball, and I just want y'all to really see the difference in how it really plans out. So right there, did get beat on the drag that time, but as you can see, now the difference is that now we can, now that he's gonna run with this, and then that safety back here is going to play better. He's gonna play pretty much better back here. He's gonna float, and this quarter flat will run with it as well. So you have safety hub over the top. That is really, really good there. This is really a good defense against verticals. If you are playing any vertical players, then you have your soft squad out here guarding this. Cam Newton did a terrible job guarding this. And that typically happens when you do run match. But at the end of the day, if you can guard this, if you know how to play defense, you can easily, you know, run this route and then switch stick, do what you got to do to play defense in the game. So that is literally how this works. And that is going to be literally how trips tight end really, really works against the cover six. Cover six is the best call to call against trips. Really, hands down. Any opponent that comes out in trips, any 3 receivers on one side, definitely run cover six. Doesn't necessarily have to be trips. If it's 3 receivers on one side, just run cover six. It will literally be man to man. All you gotta do is a couple of adjustments. The first adjustment being that you have to, you know, back up your safety just in case. You know, just back up your safety just in case you don't want him to get beat on the vertical just like that. And that's literally it. Once you do that, then you can kind of, you know, free roam around the field. You can hike the ball. Boom. You can literally run the drag. You can switch stick. You can, you know, switch stick to what you need to switch stick to. Play some solid defense, and you good to go. So that is going to wrap up the cover six. Now I'm gonna show y'all when to call cover 9. Now cover 9 is literally the same defense as cover 6, but it's flipped. That's literally all it is, except the cover 2 side is going to be on the passing strength side, which is typically the bunch side. So we're gonna just pick a random play. The play we're gonna call is space and switch, probably a very, very popular play in the game, but we're gonna go cover 9. So now you see the difference here. You automatically see the difference between this is that, remember in trips, the 3 receivers that were sitting on one side were on the cover 2 side, or in the cover 4 side, I mean. Now in cover 9, the passing side, the strongest passing side, which is the 3 receivers on one side, now it's on the cover 2 side. There's a reason why this is better than the cover 6, because the cover 6, it turns this into cover 4 quarters, and then you don't really like that. Cover 4 quarters is not really a good defense you want to run against bunch, because there's so many one-play touchdowns that you can do against this. So that's why we call cover 9, because cover 9 is going to flip this cover 4 into cover 4 quarters on this side, and it's going to do a way better job. So now let's go from literally left and right, and I'm going to show you how this works. So now on this play, typically this deep fourth corner is literally, he's not really going to be guarding anybody. It just depends on what this outside receiver does, which number 15. Now if number 15 runs a corner route, then yeah, this deep fourth guy will guard it. But if he runs a vertical, then this guy will typically pick it up. Or if number 15 runs a drag, then this safety will literally pick it up and run with the drag just like this. So one adjustment I like to do against this is typically just man up number 15, or man up my outside corner to number 15. Excuse me, y'all, I can't really talk right now. But now moving on to the quarter flat. Now the quarter flat is literally just like a regular purple, but it still has its zone principles, but it's gonna play man to man as well. So if the running back decides he wants to float out to the flat, the quarter flat will literally cover this and play really, really solid defense on this guy. And that's really all you need to know about that. So that's literally it. Now moving on to this deep fourth safety right here. This deep fourth safety, he will float a lot of the times. He's just going to be floating around. He's going to just sit back here and just play deep coverage and kind of just do his thing, kind of just chill, see what's going on in the field. Then you can use this. You potentially use this guy if you want to. Just kind of depends on what your opponent is running and things like that. So now let's move on to your third receiver hook. You know, third receiver hook, third rec hook, whatever you want to call it. But your third receiver hook is literally going to play pretty much man to man on the tight end. It's gonna do a really, really good job of playing it, but you know, against corner routes, he's not gonna be as effective. See, these are the downsides of running these coverages as well. But if you know how to switch stick, you can make this defense probably one of the best defenses in the game. Now, the vertical hook is going to play man to man on Rashid Shaheed. No matter where Rashid Shaheed goes, he's gonna play this regardless. Just kind of stick there. And then same thing with the soft squat. Now here's the tricky thing with the soft squats when it comes to this cover 2 side. If number 17, which is Harold Carmichael, if he runs a vertical, the soft squat will literally run with it. But let's say if a corner route happens, the soft squat will literally play the corner route first. He will kind of back up like he's gonna go play deep, but if something comes underneath, he'll have no choice but to play it. And then you also have this deep half safety up top that just sit up here around for safety help. So let's just call this play and let's just see everything on how it works. So you see, I'm gonna call the play. And right there, we got some really good solid defense across the board. So that's really like a stock play, nothing too crazy. I just want to show y'all the principles and how this works. So remember in the beginning, I just said we man this guy up. So now he's gonna play right here. So we don't have to really worry too much about that. Now, obviously he did I don't know why he did all that funky movement right there, but it's all good. But you know, y'all get the point. Now the quarter flat, he's gonna run right here with the running back, does a really good job just, you know, shutting this down, because this route right here is probably one of the most broken routes in the game. So this is like really a tip too. You can use the quarter flat to stop this route in the game. Now let's move on to the third receiver hook, which is going to be Cam Newton right here. Cam Newton, he's gonna literally guard the tight end. Just like I said, this is the third receiver hook. He's gonna guard this no matter where the tight end goes, he's gonna guard this. But you see, the bad thing about the bunch is that he does kind of get stuck right here on Rashid Shaheed. And if he does, like, you know, put this guy on whatever route, like corner route, he's obviously gonna fry him every single time. So then again, not all the defense. These are defenses that will work against bunch. You just have to have a good switch stick for it to be good. So that's literally all defenses in the game. So now let's go ahead and move on to the vertical hook, which I was telling y'all about earlier. The vertical hook is going to guard Rashid Shaheed, and right there he guards Rashid Shaheed no matter where he goes on the field. So that is a really good thing there. And then the last thing is going to be this outside soft squat, and you see that he literally snaps on this route. As soon as you see Harold Carmichael run out here to his zone, he's going to play this man-to-man, and then you have these two guys just pretty much floating around the field. So like I said, this deep four safety kind of just floats around the field. You see him kind of move over here to this side because obviously there's three receivers over here. It's only one over here, and then the running back is covered. He sees that he doesn't have to really cover over here at all. And that's what I really like about Match, is that the computer notices that he doesn't have to guard up here anymore, because that's what his zone is. His zone is supposed to be this deep fourth part of the field, but he kind of slides over just for extra help, and then you can obviously got this deep half guy just floating up top. So, you know, that is really good defense there across the board. But that is going to wrap up for today's video. But if you are dealing with players that run trips, bunch, definitely call your cover 6, your cover 9. Here's some tips and tricks that you guys can use as well before we end the video. So bunch, so if you see bunch X nasty, bunch tight end, definitely go cover 9. Even doubles flex Y off close, cover 9. Doubles Y off nasty, cover 9. The reason I'm saying call cover 9 is because it's these receivers are more condensed. When you see a condensed formation, go cover 9. It's going to work. You just have to learn the principles of how this works. So if you guys want a video on the doubles formation, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the comments, and I will drop a video for y'all next Tuesday as well. So I do drop my tutorials every single Tuesday. So now, if you're facing anybody that is in a 3 receiver set, so that could be even in 5 wide as well. It works the same way in 5 wide. So if you see 3 receivers on one side, you can automatically switch to cover 6, and it's going to be the same principles every single time. So 3 receivers, you automatically know it's going to be man to man. And then if you guys want another video, maybe 4 receivers on one side, I can definitely get into that as well. But if you definitely see, you know, 3 receivers on one side, definitely go cover 6. So cover 6 for trips, or 3 receivers on one side. Bunch is for any of those condensed formations or just bunch formations in general. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure y'all boys hit that like button. Also leave a comment if y'all have any questions on cover 6 and cover 9. I'm gonna listen to y'all boys in the comments. If y'all have any comments, I'm gonna try my best to respond back to y'all. So Anyway, boys, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay out of trouble, man. Hope you have a great rest of y'all Tuesday. And I'm at the bit boy. Ski.